Hey girl, hey, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Misha. Thank you guys for joining me yet again for another review. We are back with a brand new review for Summer House Marthas Vineyard Season 2, Episode 6. If you are new here, then welcome. I give lighthearted reviews with a little bit of laughter and a little bit of shade and a whole lot of detail. If you're back for a second or third time, then welcome back. Y'all, please don't hesitate to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Share with a friend. Hit that notification bell so that you will be updated each and every time I upload a video. Now, child, let's get into it if we gonna get into it. So when the episode first opens up, everybody is waking up. Okay, Amir is doing some sort of stretching. Child, I still cannot believe that they got these grown men in these bunk beds. Honey, Jersey Shore would never. Jersey Shore would never. So then they pan over to Summer. Summer is talking to her nana on the phone who has to have surgery. So she's telling us that her nana is like the backbone of the family. She adopted Summer when her mom was unable to take care of her. So then they show her telling the group that her dad is not really her dad. Like the man that she thought was her father is like, yeah, there's no way. I'm not your daddy. The lie detector test determined that was a lie. So she's overwhelmed. And she's telling her nana that she doesn't like to talk about it with anyone else or put her problems on other people. And I completely get it because I've been there, done that, got the t-shirt. But instead of keeping it bottled up until your top pops, you should be calling a therapist and checking on nana, in between. We're going to have to, the same way Shanice pulled over to the side to call that recruiter, you need to be calling a therapist. It's not healthy to hold all that weight because eventually you're going to break. And I feel like that at times myself because I think nobody really cares anyway. You know how people ask you like, hey, how are you? What if we were to say exactly how we were? I always think of that, but when you have your friends, you don't want to dump all over them, but sometimes you need to vent. You can't always be the person everybody is venting to. And I have found that I am always the person that people are venting to. So I completely understand, but girl, you better call better help moving forward. So it's couples weekend. Preston is putting together a mixer and then Jordan is putting together a Freaknik. Honey, we going from classy to showing all the assy. Do y'all hear me? Baby, the fact that these black folk done brought Freaknik to Bravo. Bravo fucking Bravo. When I tell you I love us for real, I really do. I mean, I just love us. Not y'all done brought Freaknik down to the vineyard. Child, this right here's a fool. So Mariah is on her way, right? Preston is tying up loose ends and making sure everything is good with the mixer. Bria goes outside and interrupts Alex's namaste. Girl, read the room. Get away from this man. He's having a moment. So while she's out there interrupting him, Simon shows up. And y'all know that's Bria's man. Child, he showed up in these festive flamingo pajamas. Sir, we gonna need you not to wear these flamingo PJs out in public, okay? Get it together and or leave it alone. And listen, Bria better be glad that she has people around her to make her interesting. Because Simon is a good time. He really is. He showed up to that Freaknik looking like Bruno Mars by the head. He really is a good time. When I saw him, I just thought to myself, look at Bruno Mars, honey. This is a fool. So Donald is showing up, and that's Preston's boo. Jasmine is FaceTiming Mariah to get her ETA. Amir is on his way to get his girlfriend. So Bria is asking Preston back at the house if Phil can come to his event. I mean, he said yes. His man there, so you caught him in a good mood, child. You better be glad. Preston tells us how he met Donald. He said he got a message on Jacked, and that was about 3 years ago, and now they're moving in together. And he a little bit apprehensive, but, he's a good man, Savannah. So he think everything gonna be everything. Simon then says, yeah, I need Phil here because I need to laugh. Well, he didn't exactly say laugh. No one could really understand, but he meant that he needed Phil there for some comic relief because Phil is supposedly a comedian. Okay. So then Preston's like, you know what? It's whatever. I'm not really mad. I'm not inviting him, but you can invite him, Bria. And my thing is this. Why is Preston the deciding factor as to whether or not Phil is in the house again? What about everybody else? Like, if I remember correctly, he disrespected Nick more than anybody else. But child, I digress, honey. If Preston is the deciding factor, Preston is the deciding factor. Moving forward. So Amir went and picked up Natalie, right? And at least she's smiling, honey, because y'all know how she like to do. He's trying to fill her in on everybody in the house. He's talking about how touchy Summer is. And she's like, yeah, I remember. And I was like, yeah, I really don't like that. So he's telling her if she feels anything, just let him know, because it's just him and her. Amir is going to have to babysit her all weekend. I can already see it. This seems like a lot of work. I don't want to have to work that hard in a relationship. I just don't like it. Over on the other side, Bria calls Phil and tells him, listen, you can come. So go ahead and tell Mariah. So now you'll have, a little friend with you. He pans the phone over, y'all, and Mariah is sitting in the passenger seat. This is a mess. Bria being all fake, talking about, oh, hey, where's that energy, Bria? Remember that energy you had? Where is it? Talking about some, hey, how you doing? Child, this is a mess. Oh, and as I get through with my laughter and whatnot, somebody commented on one of my other videos and said that they hate that I laugh throughout my Martha's Vineyard reviews. Baby, if you don't like joy, that's on you. So if you are listening, that laugh was for you. Moving forward. Child, I can be petty too. Okay, don't come over here telling me you don't want me to laugh, honey. If you don't like joy, that's your problem. Anywho, that's neither here nor there. That's just a side note. So Natalie has finally made it into the house. Amir brought her home, honey. Just as I suspected, this is Amir's first serious relationship, because he was telling them in the confessional that he has never had a serious relationship, and she challenges him. No, she tells you what to do, when to drink your water. Child, shout out to Nene. She tell you what to do and she run you, point blank in the period. He wants the girls to come meet Natalie, right? And baby, they are ignoring him. When I tell you they act like they ain't even hear him talking, he was like, hey, are y'all, they were like, we'll be out in a second. Now, since when do all of y'all gather in one room and close the door? Child, they can't stand Natalie. Amir is asking Jordan if she wants to meet Natalie because Jordan came out first. Baby Jordan was like, yeah, I hear Noel calling. Coming. Honey, she went right on down them stairs. I said, okay, so she don't want to meet him. I mean, for me, at least come and say hello to the lady. That's kind of rude. I don't know why Shanice is not speaking to her. Girl, you ain't never even met her. You need to form your own opinion of people. Don't let others tell you how you should feel. Now, we all know Jordan rude as hell, so that was nothing new. But the rest of y'all, why y'all can't go speak? Here he go, get in a confessional. Yeah, Natalie knows that everyone in this house has expressed interest in me or not. Then he gives the example of Shanice showing her boobs. Baby, Shanice would show her boobs to Milo if he barked and asked her to. Nobody wants you, Amir. Nobody wants you but Natalie. Not nobody. So then he's like, yeah, I just want to reassure her that I've been doing what I said I was going to do, and that's staying away from Jordan. Child, Jordan ain't thinking about you or Natalie. So they all arrive at the cocktail. Okay, they're all there at the cocktail hour. They're there at the mixer. And I must say that this group cleans up nice. When I say they clean up nice, they clean up nicely. So they're mixing, they're mingling, they're talking, laughing. Ha, 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 ha. So Noelle talking about, yeah, my cousin was born during the Freaknik. Say what now? Ma'am, it's Nick. Freaknik. Like the Nick that stays in the house with you, down in the bunk bed, down in the basement. Nick. As in Nick at night. Freaknik. Child, when she said Freaknik, I almost hollered. And Preston, he ain't no good. Talking about, yeah, a lot of us were conceived at the Freaknik. And was. Amir is still trying to introduce Natalie. Sir, hang it up. Okay, just hang it up. He's trying to introduce Natalie to Jordan. Jordan played nice, though, and I was shocked. I really was. But I don't know what the issue is, because I thought, okay, this is what I thought. I thought that she had already met Natalie. Okay, apparently, the only person who's met Natalie is Summer, and I think Bria. So I was kind of confused at why she was being shady. You don't even like Amir like that. Y'all irk me. Jordan takes me as one of those women who doesn't like you, but she doesn't like for other people to like you. It's like you're supposed to be fawning over me so that I can complain that you like me and I don't like you back. Like, why is she here? I really didn't understand it, because everybody was like, no. They're running from Natalie, but none of them have met her. So what is really going on? Are they going by what Summer said? Child, Summer is losing it, honey. We can't go by what she talking about. So after they do all that, Mariah and Phil arrive. They look like they are visiting. Now, I don't really know how to explain it, but they have a very different vibe than the rest of the cast. Like, even the way they were dressed, when they walked in, they just gave a different feel. You could tell, no pun intended, you could just tell that they're the good time. I don't know. It was just something about it. I don't know how to really explain it. Maybe y'all can help me down in the comments below. But it's just something about their vibe that was totally different when they walked in. So Nick gets in the confessional and says, I've only been in the same space with him once. I'm at Wimbledon. I'm in Tokyo. I'm at golf. I'm at the US Open. I'm at the Kentucky Derby. I'm in London. I'm in South Africa. Like, we don't do the same stuff. So to me, he's just a person that's there. How does that affect me? Now, I get it. I really do. I get it. You don't think Phil in his Aniche sweatsuit would be in the same spaces as you. I get it. You don't feel like he would run in the same circles. You feel like you're worldwide. Shout out to Candy Burrs. You don't feel like you and Phil would be in the same space. But for me, now I know I know what y'all finna say. That rubbed me the wrong way. Because it gave off elitist and classist vibes. That's what it gave me. I didn't like that. I mean, I know it was supposed to be a read, and I know they don't like Phil, but I just didn't like it. The undertone was very, I'm better than you, and I look down my nose at you. You would be the help. I don't know. I just didn't like that. I wasn't a fan of his statement. I mean, sure, Phil came in on 10. He came in hot, but I don't think it's cool to tear him down just to build yourself up. Now, that's just my opinion. I feel like all of you can share this space. This cast on this episode showed me that they really don't want anyone else to infiltrate the circle. And truth be told, we could add a person or subtract one or two. I'm just saying. So I just didn't really like the statement. It didn't give what I think he thought it gave for me. So Bria saw Mariah, right? She starts scurrying around like Milo. I said, Baby, she was gone. I said, now her moving like Milo, honey. She was gone. She gonna get in the confessional talking about, I really don't care about seeing her because she's not my friend. Like, I don't give a damn. So Mariah is going around speaking to everybody. Phil speaks to Preston. Preston is playing it cool. Mariah speaks to Amir. So then he tells us in the confessional that Mariah wanted him to make a public apology to her. So they show some text messages between Amir and Mariah. Now, I, for one, feel that he does owe her an apology. This was all on you. This was all you. You watched this transpire before it even escalated, and you did not step in. You lack integrity. Now, I know some people like Amir pretending to be a himbo, but I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Always got his head in the clouds. Always has to have a teachable moment. Always shucking and jiving and looking at. I don't like that. And I don't like the fact that he allowed Mariah to miss out on an opportunity that would have been good for her and her son. I don't appreciate it. And then talking about, no, you know what? I'm not apologizing. I'm just not. Because the reason why she got put out is because she put her hands on Bria. You know what, Amir, please shut up. Just shut up. All of that transpired because of you. And for you not to want to apologize says a lot about you. Moving forward. Over on the other side, Bria and Mariah, they finally talk. Now, get this. Bria is saying to Mariah, yeah, I appreciate you reaching out to me, more than once. You kept reaching out to me. The way that Bria was making it seem this season was like Mariah had mistreated her and never reached out to apologize. Is that the vibe y'all got? Because when I heard her say, thank you for reaching out to me multiple times, I said, Bria, something is really wrong with you. Because you were acting like Mariah just did you wrong and did you dirty and then never said anything about it after that. Girl, get over yourself. And truth be told, you trying to keep her off this show because you know that she will be a fan favorite. You know what you're doing. You are not all that mad and you ain't fooling me. This conversation could have happened a long time ago. So Mariah is telling her, listen, I didn't even know it wasn't you. And I'm allergic to dogs. That's first of all. But I do want to say that I do love Milo. And I just snapped because I felt like it was intentional. So then Bria did all that big talking and with that big hat on last episode. And now here she is like, yeah, I mean, it was all a mirror. Girl, bye. Girl, bye. As soon as you were confronted in the moment, and it's time for you to have a big girl conversation, which y'all should have had first season. Now all of a sudden it's, oh no, it was Amir. It wasn't even you. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm happy that this conversation happened so that they can move on. But Bria, you giving fake. So on the other side, Phil pulled the men to the side. But Jordan was like, yeah, I'm good on Phil. Okay. If we have beef forever. Honey, shout out to Cardi B. I got to go. She said, listen, toodles, I'm going to go get ready for the Freaknik. And y'all can stay here and talk to Phil in his Aniche sweatsuit. Moving forward. So she dips out to get ready for her Freaknik event, right? Phil is talking to the men and he apologizes to them and says that, you know, he apologizes. He's deeply, truly sorry. He was drinking, but the men ain't trying to hear it. Amir was kind of beating his chest a little bit. And they felt like he was blaming it on the alcohol, giving very much Jamie Foxx, blame it on the goose, got you feeling loose, blame it on the alcohol. And they were like, listen, dude, you can blame it on whatever you want to blame it on, but we don't give a damn. Now, for me, I felt like Phil was being sincere. I did. I just think that this group doesn't want Phil or Mariah to ever have a chance at being in the house again. That is my honest opinion. The man came to you as a man to apologize to all of you. So I just felt like it was unnecessary to keep saying, well, I mean, the way you came and how Alex ain't say nothing. He did all that. Y'all gonna see a different side of Alex. Everybody on mute. Didn't say one word. Nick was kind of riled up a little bit, as he should be though, because he did poop in his toilet and then leave it there and then decide that he wasn't gonna do whatever he wasn't gonna do. Nick was not feeling it, but I felt like if it were me, I would give him some grace because I think he made a mistake, but it's not up to me. I'm just saying, if it were me. But Amir and Nick and Preston were kind of all like, yeah, we don't want you around. And Amir, you need to be giving the same type of apology to Mariah and Bria because you caused an unnecessary rift. Amir talking about, yeah, these my boys and I'm going to stick up for them. What are we in, 3rd grade? You're going to stick up for them. Anyway, none of y'all are perfect. Let's really be for real. Moving forward. So Nick is like, yeah, you need to look out for yourself and I don't have time for this. Nick was just really not feeling it. Preston was like, child, my boo here. I ain't got time for this. Alex was, as I said, completely in a zen state, honey. He was damn near asleep. He didn't say one word. And Amir was like, I'm sticking up for everybody. Okay, Scrappy Doo. So they wrap up the mixer and head on back to the house to get ready for the Freaknik party. It's later on that night. Everybody's getting ready. Jordan, I gotta say this, girl, your Freaknik look ate down, honey. You were giving very much, you ain't nothing but a hoochie mama, hoorah, hoorah, hoochie mama. Baby, you did that. Mariah, you looked good too, honey. Shanice, that was giving flash dance, not Freaknik. Now I know they both begin with an F, honey, but it was giving flash dance, okay? Simon came down dressed however, child. Alex was giving us a little tattoo moment, but baby, y'all, when Nick stepped through that door, yes, I said door, D-O-W. When Nick stepped through that door, baby, it was everything. Now, I'm going to tell you how it is. I already seen the potential. And he a Kappa too. Baby, I already knew. Okay, I already seen the potential. Okay. All the women were like, hey, Nick, when you gonna let me? Nick, baby, that was all on Nick, especially Shanice. She was like, Nick, honey, following him around, barking and whatnot. I think that's Nick's alter ego. Just like Noelle said in the confessional, that's not Nick. That's Nicovelli. Okay, baby. When I tell you, he looked good. Now, for me, he looks nice either way. I'm wondering why he and Alex thought that Freaknik meant they had to get tattoos, though. I said, is that what they thought was going on down there in the 90s? Did y'all watch it? Child, this is a mess. Jordan gave the Freaknik history, and then the party started hopping. So, baby, she hops on the ones and twos. Everybody's dancing. And this is my question for y'all in the comment section. Did y'all happen to see the Freaknik documentary on Hulu? I did a review for it on Patreon. I thought that it was really good. And also it was very informative because I had no idea that it started out as a picnic amongst college students because they could not afford to go home. So they decided to host a picnic. But then the song Le Freak came out and they decided they wanted to add everything freak. So instead of picnic, they changed it to Freaknik. And I mean, it's a whole story behind it. Then, child, things got dark. It's just a mess, honey, because of Uncle Luke, and he ain't fooling me, and I don't care how they try to spin it. But if you haven't seen it, check it out on Hulu, because it's actually very informative. Baby Shanice was on Nick. When I tell y'all she was on him, she told him, I'm going to be in your bed tonight. Ooh, child. Nick better be glad he's sleeping in that sleepaway camp room, because otherwise he would sure have to lock his door. So in the hot tub, they're asking Amir, they're asking his girlfriend what she hopes happens in the next chapter of their relationship. She starts talking about them doing business together. He's like, well, I'm hoping an engagement. Sir, I don't know if I just buy that Natalie really likes you like that. I don't think she takes you seriously. She was already down in him talking about, yeah, I make more money than him. What he makes in a year, I make in a month. Way to big up your man. He already short. The least you could do was put him on your shoulders when it comes to the shmoney. And Amir, baby, slow down, low down. You need to be making sure that she likes you. She may be only for a season, this season. So Shanice is in the confessional like, yeah, he really needs to make sure that she's the one for him. And I agree with that. So they're about to play Never Have I Ever. The way Amir and Natalie ran up out of there, I said, baby, they are not about to tell any of their business. So the rest of them are playing the game. Noelle was confused, and she named something that she's done, because she said, never have I ever given fellatio. And everybody's like, what? Girl say, well, no wonder Alex didn't want to talk to you. Baby, no wonder Alex didn't want nothing to do with it. But she was like, no. I've done that. I do not know why it's always one person every episode of a show that they play this on that does not know how this game goes. Baby, it's never have I ever. And if they have ever, then they take a shot. So Noelle was confused, and Bria says something, but she didn't say anything to Summer. So then Summer turns around and calls her a B and says, I'm not scared of you. She starts coming at Bria. Summer, what are you talking about? She said, well, I thought Bria said something rude. Now she's in the hot tub telling Bria, no, I love you. No, I'm sorry, I love you. Ooh, honey, some of y'all shouldn't be drinking. So they come back inside. Shanice, Noelle, and Bria, they're hiding from Summer, right? They're like, we need a code word, so when we see her come in, we can say the word. So they came up with the word meow. So when they see Summer, they're going to say meow so they can hide from her or whatever. So she comes inside, and Shanice is like, meow, 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 honey, child, meowing all up and through the place. And they're like, okay, what's going on? Summer said, look, I thought we were past this. Why are y'all even bringing this up? Noelle wanted to keep it real, because she was like, listen, we're thinking to ourselves, like, what's going on with you? So as she's talking to Bria, Summer that is, Noelle is taking pictures with this dumb looking wig on. And Shanice starts laughing. Now they're laughing about the picture that Noelle is taking. Now I guess Summer felt away. She felt like they were making fun of her, and so she storms out. This is giving a slumber party gone wrong. Y'all know how you go to those slumber parties, or you went to them when you were a young girl, and then it's always something breaking out because somebody feels like somebody else is not their friend. That's what this was giving me. Noelle is trying to explain, girl, it's not what you think. She follows Summer downstairs. Summer's crying. Noelle is consoling her. Eventually, she got her to come back in the room. In the confessional, Summer said, with Jordan and Preston, our friendship is really heavy. But with Noelle, Bria, and Shanice, our relationship is easy. And I'm jealous of that because I want that. I need an easygoing relationship. Summer probably should have sat this season out, because life is really lifing and it's just too much for her. Like, if she isn't going to let anybody in, how can they help you? Closed mouths don't get fed. If you need a shoulder, say that. It is okay. So they got her back into Shanice's room. Summer and Bria are talking about it yet again. Baby, they stressing poor Noelle out. Do you hear me? She cannot even enjoy herself because she has to tend to Summer all summer long. Summer is storming through the house, losing it, pushing things over. And Noelle is like, Summer, no, Summer, calm down. It couldn't be me. Because the way I would have let her go on through that house like the Tasmanian devil and then go in there and put herself to sleep. Child, I wish I would. I'm not about to be chasing after no damn grown woman that is losing her mind because you will not use your words. I'm not about to play with you like that. This is not conducive to your healing, Summer. It's not. I think that maybe Summer needs to go home and regroup. Real life things are happening and the cameras they're not helping. They're in your face. Your mind's not there. Alex has been inside you. It's too much. It's too much. Oh, Noelle, you are really an angel, honey. And that was the end of the episode. Child, this is crazy. Summer, get it together or leave it alone. I understand when things are heavy and you feel like you have the weight of the world on your shoulders. But girl, let somebody help you. Let somebody help you so that you can get through these things. And also talk to someone. And I hope since this, you've talked to someone. And also, I watched Watch What Happens Live. And Alex was eating you up. Do you hear me? Baby, he said you went to an open house and announced yourself as Autumn. Which season are you? Huh? Say what now? Oh, okay. Child, y'all comment down below. Tell me exactly what you thought about this episode. I just love me some Martha's Vineyard, honey. They be doing something and nothing all at the same damn time. Please don't hesitate to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And as always, stay safe, stay blessed, spread love, not germs. Peace.